In this video, I'm going to be talking about mental health. Now, I know what you're thinking, who's this dude? He ain't no doctor. And you're right, I'm not a doctor, but I've suffered with depression on and off for about 10 years. And who better to tell you about it than someone with experience, eh? I'm going to tell you all the things that I do to keep it at bay, how to recognise it, and how to potentially stop it from happening. I've been pretty nervous to make this video because it's not always that easy talking about mental health, but we do need to talk more about it. And if this video helps just one person, then it's all been made worthwhile. Now, there's not going to be loads of fancy editing and stuff in this first bit because it's more about the message than keeping your attention, you know what I mean? So just try and listen to what I'm saying. So I've got 10 things, or 10 ways, that doesn't sound right, does it? 10 tips about how to stop depression. And the last one is a bit controversial, so stick around for that one. So the first one is food. If you eat shit, then you're gonna feel like shit. It's that simple. I mean, look at state of me. I'm room to talk, aren't I? But because I've said it here now on video to you, I'm gonna lose weight. So now it's out there and I've said it in public. That means that I need to do it. I'm not gonna let you down. I'm not gonna let myself down either. What do they say? Is it healthy gut, healthy butt? Oh, that's not it, is it? Healthy gut, healthy mind? I don't know. There is a saying, but I can't remember what it is. Number 2, motivation. Now, I struggle with this quite a lot, as well as the food. But motivation, just getting motivation to do stuff. Just, you know, little things like getting up and having a shower and, you know, brushing your teeth at night, that sort of thing. All those little tiny things that you do that you don't want to do or you can't be asked to do, if you do them, you'll feel a lot better. Trust me. What I normally do is make lists, and no more than 5 on a list at a time, because if you make a big long list of things that you need to do, you know, jobs that you need to do, then you get overwhelmed with them. I do anyway. But if I make a short list, I can make a big list first, and then for that day I'll make a list of 5 things that I need to do. Things that could be like wash up, do the washing, put the washing away. That's the bane of my life, is that. Don't mind doing washing and drying and stuff like that, but it's the putting it away. For some reason I've got a stupid mental block there that says just leave it there, it'll be alright, it'll sort itself out, but it doesn't. So you need to do it, and that little victory will make you feel a lot better. You know, tidying your house and stuff. If you keep your house tidy, then you've got a tidy mind. That's another saying, I can't remember what it is, but tidy house, tidy mind. I think that's it. Or I might just be making these sayings up. Who knows? I also make like little notes that I put in places where I can see, like above the TV and stuff like that, of pros and cons of stuff to do. And because I've got a dog, Fenzel Washington, wherever she is, Fendi, old slug dog millionaire, come here mate, come on then, here she is, look. What have you been doing? Oh, looks like she's been eating sheep shit. Get away, Bob Cobb. Yak. So I'll make a pros and a cons list, like above my TV, like I said. Stuff like take the dog out. So the pros to that is I'm getting outside, she's getting outside, and she's able to do toilet. And the cons to that is if I don't go and take her for a walk, then she'll let me know about it by either weeing or pooing on the floor somewhere. So then I've got to clean that up, and then that gets me angry. Not angry at her, but angry at myself that I haven't been out with her. And routine. If you can get yourself into a routine, then you've cracked it. Because humans, we need a routine. So if you're out of work or whatever, or when you come home from work and you've got nothing to do when you get home apart from sit down and watch Netflix, write yourself a little list of little things that you need to do for a routine. Creatures of habit, that's what we are. Number 3, limit social media. Now I know that I'm making this video for social media, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite here, but sitting there flicking through your phone, going through TikTok, Facebook, you know, YouTube shorts and stuff like that, it's no good for you. It'll turn your brain to mush, because what they are designed to do, the algorithms that they use, is to keep you on their platform. So the more you sit there flicking through it, liking and, you know, sharing videos and whatnot, the more you'll stop on it. And the more you stop on it, the less things that you'll do in the real world. There's also a lot of hate online as well. You know, people sending comments and stuff that, you know, they wouldn't dare say to your face. Keyboard warriors, some people call them, but I just call them knobheads. They've got no better to do with their lives, and they're probably stuck in a bit of a rut and they don't know how to get out of it, so they just take it out on other people online. I mean, I had to put out a community post saying that I'm going to start blocking people from my channel. I'm a wild camping channel, you know. What are you going to hate on me for? But I don't know. And Paul Messner as well, he's had to turn all his comments off his videos because he's been getting a lot of hate. And he's the nicest guy on the internet, you know what I mean? So if you can get away from all that stuff, because it's not the real world, is it? And if you can get outside, then that's even better. Because being outside, just in nature, that sort of resets your brain a bit. So if you just go out for a walk, go sit down somewhere, maybe buy yourself a little stove to make a little pot of coffee when you're out and about. Hey up. Oh, your breath stinks, mate. Oh, your fans aren't going to like that, are they? Eh? Go on, get down. Bugger off. I'm talking. Go on, get down. Right, where were I? Oh yeah, buy yourself a little stove. You can get cheap little pots and stuff off Amazon for about 20 quid. Pot, stove, and spoons. So you can just go out, buy your little sachets or whatever from B&M's and go out and make a coffee. Go sit down on a bench somewhere in a park. Have a brew. But I know it's winter at the moment and we all suffer from the winter blues. That don't mean you're depressed. It just means the weather's crap outside, you know, and it makes us all feel crap. So don't worry about that. Just know that when the weather's not crap, get your sen out. Just get out. Number 4, socializing. Now, us humans are social creatures. And I know there's a few introverts and stuff that watch my videos, but just ring a friend or ring a family member. Just talk to them for a bit. You'll be surprised how much just a little bit of human interaction does a world of good for you. I mean, even if you go to the supermarket, have a little chat with cashier. You know, just ask them how the day's going, what they're up to, or play a trick on them. Put some duct tape and some rope down on counter and see what they say. What we on now? Number 5, be kind to strangers. Honestly, trust me, this really does help. I mean, you don't want to be being kind to someone expecting something in return. That's not how it works. You've just got to be really kind to someone. Don't matter who it is, just anyone. Letting a car come out in front of you while you're driving. Giving a homeless person a bit of change or some food or a hot drink. That feeling that you've done something good for somebody else that you don't know really does warm the heart, and that'll make you feel better. Number 6, if you can get into some sort of therapy, then do it. Talk to a professional. There are free services out there. I know some of them, the waiting times can be long, but if you're doing all these little things that I'm telling you about first to make yourself feel a bit better, then that waiting time doesn't feel that bad then. I mean, I've been to talking therapy a few times. I mean, there's places like Andy's Man's Club. That's for men. I'm not sure about women's, but if I can find any for women's mental health, then I'll put that here. I'll link them down in the description. But really, talking about your problems is really good. Andy's Man's Club is just a group of blokes all sat in a circle, all in the same boat, and they talk about the problems. get stuff off your chest. That really does help. But if you're really struggling, then I'd say go see a proper therapist, because there might be something in your past that you don't know about, that you're bottling up inside, that's done some sort of trauma to you. And it's good to talk to a professional to get that thing out and talk through it. Like for me, there was a thing that happened to me when I was a teenager. My mum got really, really ill, and she was in hospital, and I'd probably be about 12 or 13 maybe, and she nearly died, and I went to see her in hospital, and she had all tubes and stuff in her, and when she looked at me and she didn't recognise who I was, that just broke my heart. And I didn't realise that that was something that really affected me as a kid. Now Mum, if you're watching this, and Dad, please don't think that this is your fault, because it's not your fault at all. Please, I love you to bits. But that did scar me mentally, and I didn't realise it until I spoke about it in therapy. What are we on now? 7, I think. 7. Hurry up. What are you doing, mate? Try to make a video. I can show them you later on. Go on, get down. Number 7, get rid of the riff raff in your life. People that use you, people that bring you down, people that bring no value to you. And I don't mean you go use other people, but people that really care for you. You'll know if you've been suffering from depression or whatever, you'll know the people that care about you, because they'll be ringing you, or they'll be asking how you are and stuff like that. The people that just come into your life and use you for whatever reason, get rid of them. You don't need that riff raff in your life. Now, that might be an hard thing for some people to do, because then you might feel alone. But trust me, being alone is better than being on a sinking ship with your so-called mates dragging you down with them. Number 8, face your fears. If you've got anxiety, like a lot of people have nowadays, if you've got anxiety about going out, going to the shop, whatever it is, I mean, everything's at us fingertips now, isn't it? So we don't even need to leave the house. We can get movies, TV and stuff at a snap like that with Netflix and Amazon Prime and that sort of stuff. I mean, we used to go to Blockbusters, you know, make a day of it, take kids to Blockbusters, go choose your movie, get some popcorn, then come back and watch the movie. And if the movie were crap, it was tough. You'd still have to watch it anyway. But now, we just click, 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 click. You can get food delivered to your house, so you don't have to go out and see people in the world. But trust me, these little things like going out and going shopping, nipping to the shops, going out for a bike ride, going out for a walk, all that is going to help you. Because again, it's the human interaction that we're craving, and you don't know that you're craving it, but you are. Number 9, watch me and Fendi. Apparently, we bring a lot of joy to people, so watch us. Hopefully, you'll get something out of it. But if not, then I'm sorry. Right, number 10, and my final trip, and my time. There, can't even say it. And my final tip. Now, this is controversial, but there are alternative therapies and alternative treatments. What's up, mate? Are you cold? Should we put your jacket on? Just a minute, let me put her jacket on for her. Get your tootsie in there, and in that one. Mate, come on then. Come on. Stuff like psilocybin for depression, MDMA for PTSD, and cold water therapy. Now, I'm wild camping here tonight, and you see that lake behind me? I'm going to be going for a dip in there in the morning to refresh myself, because what it does, brings all your blood to the surface of your skin, pumps adrenaline into you, and it makes you feel like a new man or a new woman. So if you want to see what I get up to on a night while I'm out wild camping, and if you want to laugh, then stick around for the rest of the video. But psilocybin, which is basically what's in magic mushrooms. Now, don't be just going out and picking mushrooms and scoffing them and stuff, because that's not how it works. There are certain places where you can go and get it done properly with like a shaman, and you really need to do your research on it, because they've been doing research at the moment in King's College, I believe it is, and a few other universities. So it's in its baby stages at the moment, but they've found that psilocybin actually works for depression, and also MDMA works for PTSD, because the way how the MDMA works is it helps you talk about your problems. So there's no point in just taking MDMA and then that's it, and sitting in your living room or dancing all night or whatever you're going to do with it. You need a professional there, or someone at least there to talk you through it. And that's the same again for psilocybin. I mean, I did a lot of research though first, for probably 2-3 months. I did a load of research on it. I weaned myself off the antidepressants that I were on, because you can't take psilocybin while you're on antidepressants. So that doesn't mean, oh, go stop using your antidepressants and then go start eating magic mushrooms, because please go see a doctor first and tell them what you're thinking. Tell them that you're thinking about doing this psilocybin therapy and see what they say. Now, the way how I took psilocybin is through magic mushrooms. I've done them in my youth before, so I know what to expect. But for someone that's in a dark place, it can take you into an even darker place. That being said, you can't die from eating magic mushrooms. You can die from eating the wrong mushrooms, but you can't die. There's never been a recorded death just from taking psilocybin. So I went out and picked a load because it's free, and that being out in the fields picking mushrooms did me world of good anyway. I'm not telling you to go and pick mushrooms or to go and do any of these things. You need to go and do your own research on this. You need to. Don't take my word for it. Have a look at the studies that have been done on it, and where else you can go and do this in a professional environment. You can also microdose with psilocybin, where you can eat just like 1 mushroom a day sort of thing, and that's sort of acts as a antidepressant, but it's natural. And Mother Nature is always better than Big Pharma, in my opinion anyway. Right, I'm going to get my tent set up now, because our Fenzel here's freezing her flaps off. Aren't you, mate? So I'm going to get set up. If you want to hang about and see what I get up to, and then see me freeze my moobs off in there in morning, then stick around. And there she is, look. Now, if you've been watching my channel for quite a long time, you'll know that I used to have one of these probably about a year ago, but I got rid of it because it had condensation issues. But it's got loads of features that I really do like about it. These end bits here, these open up, and it's nice to just throw Fenzel out in the morning without opening the main door. They're like little canopies, and you can cook underneath here. So we're going to see how tonight goes and see if I get any condensation from it, because it's quite breezy tonight. So I'm hoping it was just the conditions. But the reason why I bought it again, because it were only 130 quid off Amazon. I'll link it in the description if you want to have a look at it. It's called the Vango Starav 200. Another good thing with it is it's made out of recycled bottles. So all of this, all the fly sheet and everything, is all recycled, which is pretty good, isn't it? Eh? That's good for Mother Earth. I remember now, that door's right small. But I am a big bloke. I've actually done a review of this, so if you want to have a look at that, go onto my channel and have a look on the playlist for tent reviews. Come on then, you coming in? Or you've been trying to get your jacket off? That's what it is, isn't it, mate? Leave it on. Oh, you're putting a hole in it, mate. You're an idiot. Come on, get in. Right, that's me all set up now. Got the light toe sleeping pad, Trekology pillow, Tesco pillow, OEX Leviathan sleeping bag, light AF mat for Fendi, and then a Seat Summit deluxe seat, I think it is. Hold on, let me show you. if you haven't seen it already. There it is. It's a seat. It's inflatable, or self-inflating should I say. It's got foam in it. Oh, it stinks in here, mate. You farted. Don't surprise me. Pee bottle there. Just in case I need to go through night and I can't be bothered to get out of tent. Got some burgers here for tea. And some tea cakes. What do you call them? Baps or whatever. Bush box stove to cook on. And a couple of sherbets for later on. Now, they're not all for me. Uncle Dean's coming as well. So, what I'm going to do now is just chill out and wait for Dean to get here. Right. Look at you drooling all over my sleeping bag, mate. You found it? Bit of duck jerky, love it, don't you, mate? Wish Dean would hurry up. I want to crack open one of these beers. Would it be rude if I did without him? For all you gearheads out there, I've got a new stove to show you in the morning. It's from Soto, and it's not a Windmaster, and it's not an Amicus. So stick around to see that. I just want to let everyone know that not to do with me. That were there before I got here. But if you ever use like a bush box or out like that, put it on a stone first, because it will scar the ground underneath you. Oh look, the sun's just kissing the other side of the water there. Look, on top of the hill. Beautiful. Love it when it's like that. Look, there's Dean there down just before that tree. Don't know if you can see on here. Bobbing about over the other side of the wall. Come on, hurry up! Old Dingleberry! Looks like he's brought a crate of beer with him. I'm gonna go help him. What's happening, brother?
Happening, man. Oh, some walk that. I'll try to get here before sunset as well.
Oh, you just missed it, mate.
Oh, yeah. Nice one. You're right.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Aye. Lovely this.
Check it out. Looks like we're going to need a dipping morning to dust off cobwebs, isn't it? This is Dean. You've seen him before if you've watched the channel.
Good on you, alright?
Uncle.
Hanging a little bit.
Uncle Dean. He's not my uncle, even though he looks a lot older than me. Like.
Cheeky bastard.
What have you got on back of your bag? Let's have a look at this. Show us this. Hey up, look.
Fingers, mate.
He's on flippers, look.
We're going diving. Deep sea diving.
Right, mermaid tackle. Right, let's get him set up. And then we can get a few sherbets down us. There we go, look. He's all set up.
Pre-mode.
In his Coleman Cobra 300 3-man tent. It's a right beast. But it's good for winter, is this. You've got full solid inner, and then it's got panels at top here that roll down, so you've got mesh up there, but some decent sized vestibules and that. And you can unclip these, that's for the inner there. You can unclip that and move it back if you want. And look at what room he's got in there.
Living big life, mate.
Palace, innit? Yeah. It's a bit wet from last time he had it out. When was last time he had it out, mate? About 3 months ago.
Bit slack on ball, that.
I know. It'll dry out tonight. Right, let's get a slurp down us. Right, what we're going for, Dean? We're having a bit of penis colada.
Go on, then.
What's this?
Out in woods, a little bit of penis colada in woods.
6.5%.
Oof, hell, guys. Better move that rock from behind me then.
Oh. We're getting tucked up in bed after these, won't we? Eh?
Mm. Ooh.
We'll chill out in there. There's a good girl. Alright, come straight back out again. Hey, you little muppet. Right, I've had a lot of questions sent in by my subscribers, so I'm going to do a Q&A now. But I'm not going to leave, I don't think I'll leave it in this video. I'll do it as a separate video, so you lot that have come here for mental health stuff, you don't have to watch me talk about gear and all sorts of stuff. Don't want to bore you with that. So I'll make that as a separate video and that'll be linked on end. But I'll come back to you after we've had a few slurps, a couple of sherbets, and finish these questions. Temperature's dropped quite a bit and obviously it's dark. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get some wood and get firebox on go. Sit around that, maybe get some burgers cooked up and stuff.
Forgot about them.
Get them buggers on. Let's get them buggers on. Right, here we go, look. These should be cooked now. I'm hoping to anyway. One for you and one for me. If I'm slurring my words, then I'm sorry about that. This isn't normal anyway. I don't normally get hammered on a camp.
He's got a bad influence, hasn't
he? It's Dean. Dean's influenced me. Look at him checking him out, dancing.
Hang on a second, just for you ladies.
Oh, check him out, look.
Yeah, get a bit of a twerk. You only get a little teaser though.
Bit truffle shuffle.
Drop your number, you'll get pulling. Bit cold out, we've retreated. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm not smoking. Yeah.
There's nothing better than waking up to the sound of a fellow human throwing up. You alright, Dean?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, it's looking grim out there.
Dirty.
How are you feeling, Deano?
Feeling a bit under the weather. Just a smidge.
So this is the new Soto stove that I was telling you about yesterday. For all you gearheads out there. And it's a remote canister stove. Look at the size of burner head on that. It's a right beast. It's called the Soto Fusion Trek stove, I believe. There we go. It doesn't have an igniter on it, so you'll have to do that yourself. That'll bring yourself a lighter. And there we go. Hey up, we're boiling. Turn that off. Beautiful. Oh, it's looking grim out there, man. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. Not that I wouldn't expect anything less from Soto, like. I'll put a link for that in description so you can have a look yourself. Cheers. Woo, that's hot. Excuse you, Fendi. What are you doing, mate? Mwah. Ah, yeah. Right, that's us all packed up.
That's where Dean were over there. This is where we had fire here. There's just a bit of ash there and a few twigs. And that's where I was. All rubbish packed up. If you can pack it in, you can pack it out. And don't think we're going to be going into water today. Couple of reasons. One, Dean's a scaredy cat. No, look at the state of it. Look at visibility and that. And he's also used all my toilet roll, and I'm dying for my morning bob, so I need to get home. I've got turtle's head and everything, so. Anyway, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, won't you? Thanks for watching.